Hello beer tubers and welcome to another beer review with me, Peter, the master of Hoppets. Today looking at another beer that I got sent from Buxton Brewing Company over in the UK. So if you don't know Buxton, well you should know. They're quite famous for some of the beers they do, like Rain Shadow, Axe Edge, whatnot. They've did a few collabs with a lot of famous brewers. Specifically their Yellow Belly is probably one of the most popular beers they did, which was a collab, not a polab, with Onic Foil. And this is another collab, and actually the reason why I'm not getting to this until now, because I think I got the box from them last year actually, is because, well, one of the beers in the box was Kentucky Woods, and I really look forward to try that, but a friend of mine said like sit on it for a bit, because right when he had it was quite hot, but otherwise it had great bourbon flavor, and for some reason I also ended up sitting on this. But this is their collab with Cromarty, which is a Scottish brewery based in the Highlands. So this is the Buxton and Cromarty Cranachan. Is that how you say it? Cranachan? Cranachan? I don't know. Cranachan. Wow, that sounds very American. But this is inspired by their favorite Scottish dessert. So this is a Scotch Ale, of course. Done dessert, so almost like pastry Scotch Ale. I don't know, desserty Scotch Ale. I don't know. It's a bit fun though. So what they did, this dessert, I just had to look it up because I never heard of it. But a Cranachan is a Scottish dessert which is consisting of whipped cream, raspberries, and I think also maybe sometimes it was strawberries, at least on some of the pictures, and cream and oatmeal and honey and whiskey, and kind of like if you have in the morning, if you have like a, well, is it trifle? Trifle in Danish? I don't know. It's similar to that, but with whiskey. So they tried to imitate that by making a Scotch Ale, a decadent Scotch Ale that they brewed with raspberries, toasted oatmeal, honey, and cream. I guess they used lactose. And then aged it for 2 years in Highland whiskey barrels. That sounds pretty fucking awesome. It's 9.5%. I can really smell the raspberries from here. So let's dive in. I think I saw Rob review it and he liked it, but he said it was quite weird. So we'll see what I think. But pours, I mean, that's a, oh, look at all the sediment I got in the glass. Damn. Almost looks like small turds. A little bit of yeast gunk, but hey, it's okay. It's just yeast. So, but otherwise, it's a nice, kind of reddish color, yeah? It's like a really dark ruby red. It probably looks black or brown on camera, but with the light, it's like a really dark ruby red, maybe mahogany, and a nice kind of brown-ish head with like almost like a light reddish or pinkish hue, probably because of the raspberries. But let's check out the aroma on this bad boy, and thanks to Buxton for the beer. Oh yeah, loads of raspberry, loads of like super, it's like raspberry jam with whiskey. It's almost like you did a raspberry compote on the pan, or raspberry jam or something. Maybe more a compote where you put in whiskey and kind of like, you know, caramelized it in whiskey. Because it's got that Scotch whiskey, that single malt whiskey kind of aroma. This, like this slightly minerally whiskey profile, and charry oaky. And there is definitely a hint of something that reminds me of maybe not per se oatmeal, but granola, which is really interesting. And underneath you have like the basic classic Scotch Ale notes, which is like really robust, caramelly, fudgy or caramelly sweet malt and dark fruit. It's really an interesting combination. It kind of works. It's almost slightly smoky, and maybe a hint of licorice. Wow, this is quite the different barrel aged beer, man. Let's give it a taste, guys. Cheers. Wow, that's actually really nice. I thought it would be a bit all over the place, but that is actually really good. The raspberries bring an odd refreshment to it, but wow, loads of whiskey right now, loads of whiskey aftertaste, and it's so different from, because you're so used to bourbon barrels, so you're used to sweet, but it's so much more robust. It's more like charry and oaky, woody, and dry and slightly minerally kind of barrel character. It's not all this like sweet vanilla craziness. There's maybe some vanilla in there, but that could also be the cream edition. it says bold water, barley, oat, sweet hops. So it doesn't say anything about cream, so or lactose. Maybe they forgot to put that on the label. I don't know. That's actually really good. I didn't expect to like it this much. Almost reminds me if you took Founders Backwoods Bastard and their Blushing Monk and did a blend where it's like, oh fuck, this works really well, and then aged that in a Scotch barrel or something like that. It's pretty cool. There's almost like a maple flavor to it as well. Maybe that's the honey, the kind of granola honey thing, and the wood. It reminds me of maple, and then loads of raspberry, loads of really, really jammy raspberries, like again, like cooking raspberries on the pan. And then like almost like a leathery whiskey component. Like it's pretty interesting. And then definitely oaky or dark fruity. And like lightly toasty roasty too. This will be a fun beer to give to a pastry boy because it screams old school and rugged and robust like flavors. But then you have some of those kind of soft, vibrant kind of nuances from raspberries and like this creamy granola thing, and but underneath all that, it's just like, hey, I'm fucking old school and proud, which is really nice because you definitely taste it as Scotch Ale. It's nothing where I think at least it's overdone, so it's like this is just another whatever pastry beer. This tastes like a Scotch Ale with the ingredients stated on the bottle, which is awesome. And I'm not just saying all this stuff because I got this in from Buxton, because I actually really thought I wouldn't like this too much, but it really surprised me. This is actually quite good. And it's also so nice to have a beer style like this, you know. It's so rare you see Scotch ales around nowadays. And I love that they aged in a Scotch barrel instead of a bourbon barrel. But yeah, this is great. I'm thinking like a 93, 94. Like a 4.25 I think on tap. This is actually really good. Super jammy, super dark fruity, resiny, or not resiny, charry woody. Oh, is it resiny? Charry woody, minerally, tarry, leathery. It's like interesting flavors. It's like because it's so contrasting, but for some reason it kind of works. There's just a fun thing with flavors. Sometimes two things that seem like they wouldn't match. It's just like, and it works. That's how it is. Relationships, I guess, too. But this is really nice. This is worth a shot for sure if you can still find it. I think it's still available on quite a few web shops, but yeah, very nice. So yeah, 93, 94 for the Buxton and Cromarty Cranachan. Scotch Ale inspired by Cranachan dessert, brewed with raspberries, toasted oatmeal, honey, and cream, and aged in Highland whiskey barrels from Scotland. So if you guys had a chance to try this one, let me know what you thought of it. I can see I'm running long. Sorry for that. I've been doing long reviews for a while lately. I ramble. But as always, remember to comment, subscribe, check out the Facebook fan page, and Twitter, and Instagram. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And I'm going to say cheers, and see you guys in another beer review.